Hi, I'm Kat Johnston, coach and mentor. I help smart, intuitive people transform their lives, emerging empowered to create the dream life that they've all but given up on. And so today I wanted to go over what sessions kind of look like with me. Some of those ground foundational pieces that I like to make sure everybody gets to. So I'll just jump right into it. I encourage every person that I work with to recognize what is happening in their life, starting with how the media, your family, the culture, the friends, the person at the grocery store, everything kind of creates these thoughts and beliefs that are not you. They create like a cloud around you, and then all you can see are these thoughts and assumptions and beliefs that were given to you but are not yours. And so I encourage, like, for the first couple of days of just noticing what people on Facebook are saying all around you. Now remember, your Facebook feed is giving you what you click on. So it's giving you what you want. So you are being surrounded by people of like mind. If you don't like what you're seeing all the time, you are not going to find it on Facebook. You need to change what you click on, what you read, what you give your attention to, because it's just going to feed you more of that and less of everything else. And I want you to start noticing and start editing what you are surrounding yourself with. What does your radio station say? What does your commercials on your television say? What, etc. What are you allowing to be in your cloud? Just notice. And also notice from that what's coming out of your own mouth. That's like the second step. What are you projecting? What are you saying? Does it reflect the cloud? What you're supposed to say? What you're supposed to think? What you should believe? Or is it what your core inner being thinks? And you might not know. What we're trying to do is separate you from that cloud. And first we got to find out, where is the cloud and where are you? So you can start tweaking what you allow in through your eyes, through your ears, and then you can start tweaking what you allow out. What do you say? What are you looking at? What are you listening to? What are you giving your attention to? And when you change what that is, your Facebook feed, your YouTube feed, all of that will start to adjust to whatever you're changing your attention to. And you'll, surprise, the whole dialogue will change. And it wasn't the world, it was your cloud. Then, now that you've been able to see what is tweakable and therefore is not you because it's external, then you can start separating, and by doing that, naming those aspects that talk to you. They talk to you quietly as if they're you. They talk to you inside your head as if it's your own thought. But in reality, it's just the habit, the highly repeated thoughts that the cloud has implanted inside your mind. So to detach from that, you want to name it. Very common one would be negative Nancy, right? Or Ned, or make it, just create a sound if you don't want to use an actual name and risk offending somebody. But let's say you name them negative, whatever. And then every time you have a negative thought, you attribute that thought, you attach it to that name, not to you, to the name. Every time you have a worried thought, you attach it to the worried name. It's not you, it's the worried name. Your core person is not very negative. It's not very worried. It's not fearful. It's love. And therefore, we want to detach all of these fragments and facets off of you. Our culture really likes to armor ourselves with all these facets. You don't need it. You don't need it. You're stronger than that. Just because our culture said you should be weak doesn't mean you are. And in order to help separate and keep it separate, start referring to it as if it's another person, naming it, but also saying thank you for protecting me. I don't need to be fearful right now. Thank you for being negative for me. I don't want to be negative right now. And I've been known, when I've done it myself, I've been known to be kind of annoyed with my negative side because it has ruled so much of my life that I thought for a long time sharing negativity was a way to bond with my friends. Turns out, no one wants to hang out with a negative person. Surprise! I didn't even want to hang out with a negative person. I just wanted to bond. Later, I realized that's not how it's done. You bond by sharing love, by sharing experience, by sharing laughter and fun. You want to switch that up. You want to bring that out of you and dim down the negatives. Your life will immensely change just by doing that little bit. And then when we're working together and your negative facet pops up, I can just say, hey, negative guy, thanks for sharing. Now I want to hear what core person says. And we don't have to be offended by it. We don't have to dwell on it. We don't have to justify the negative thoughts. We just, there they are, and push them aside. That's all we want to do. And that's an excellent practice. But first, you have to get this foundational piece. You have to learn how to separate and recognize there is a separation. And then you can start trusting that the core is safe. Safe in you, safe with all of these new tools, and safe in the new life you're creating. Great. Let me know how that goes. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. Down in the comments, let me hear about it. If you want to work with me, check me out on katjohnstononline.com or on Facebook, or join my Facebook group. Next time.